All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Shots from the Point. I'm Dan.
I'm Chris.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, Dan. 2025, 2026. Not only are we getting older, but it's a whole new hockey season.
Heck yeah. Still going to be doing shots while you're talking Canucks.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, the better they play, the less we have to shit talk, right? But they gotta play. They gotta win some games.
Oh, no. Definitely last season was a complete throwaway for anyone who follows the Canucks. We went, going from being Pacific Division champions to how the fuck did we get this bad?
Yeah, and all things considered, doing a little bit of reflecting on it, they still finished with 92 points on like a tire fire of a season. Like they weren't.
Oh, for sure.
They weren't far from the playoffs, and that's kind of crazy when you think about how much off the ice bullshit was going on.
Yeah, not to pick at a fresh wound, but yeah, between the Petey and the Miller drama saga there that just seemed to fucking drag on until Miller got traded, to just, injuries there, like Besser obviously getting injured. Hedl, not that, anyways, we can talk about him later, but the concussion and Demko coming in and out of the lineup, it was a rough season for sure.
Yeah.
I think, in terms of changes, I think, there were some significant. There wasn't many changes, but they were relatively significant. The biggest, obviously, losing Tocchet.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Adam Foote is as a coach. It's completely unknown territory. It's still shocking to me that they passed on Manny Malhotra, given the amount of experience that Manny Malhotra has. Yeah.
They took their option and they extended his contract, so which leads me to believe that if Foote doesn't do something this season, there's the possibility that they promote him after, presuming that the farm team there has another good a good season in the AHL, right? Curious to see what happens here with Foote for sure. Yeah.
I don't. Jury's out as far for me. I don't know what
I don't know, man. I don't know him from a hole in the wall, really. I do know that, when he was the coach for the Kelowna Rockets, I've heard that he was a bit of a prick, but, fuck, who knows? It could also be that, young 20-some-odd-year-old kids don't take well to criticism, whereas NHL players should be able to handle the heat.
Yeah. Well, and I think from what I keep hearing is that Hughes likes him, so, if you got that in your wheelhouse, then good. Because he's the guy you got to keep happy, right?
Yeah, we might as well jump right to it. That's exactly it. Sink or swim. The captain's going to go down with the ship here, and if he does, I have a feeling that he may not opt to stick around. But obviously, what I do love about him is in recent interviews, he's said that he's been doing a really good job of just blocking out the noise. Of course, everyone's pestering him. What about the contract extension? What about this? He's like, guys, I can't even re-sign for another year. Let's see how this season goes, and let's judge from there. And I really like that.
I do too, because I think it's bullshit that this is even a conversation yet. When he's not even in his contract year, he's not even eligible to re-sign. What are we doing here?
It's just the classic fucking Canucks media just liking to poke the bear, right?
They've literally got nothing better to talk about, and they just need clicks, and it gets clicks.
Yeah, it does. It does. I feel in general, not to tangent too much, but holy fuck, does social media drive me nuts? Some of those, cheesy hockey reporting websites, it'd be oh, so and so opting not to stick around for the summer. It's because he's going to represent his country in the world here, or whatever. It's guys, let's calm down. We don't need to. Not every fucking headline has to be it's oh, something's going down, this ship is sinking.
Yeah,
I don't know. Can't we have some fucking positivity? Speaking of positivity, I think the training camp, there's a few boys that are looking pretty good. Obviously, we can start with Coots there.
Well,
what's your take on him?
I think we got to start with Coots, right? He is. I didn't know anything about him, right? Like, I could be 100% honest with you. I didn't even pay attention when they were drafting or really look him up even then, but just everything you keep hearing coming out of training camp about how good the kid is, and then you see him out there on the ice, he doesn't look out of place at all. Like, I don't know that he's ready to play a full season, but then again,
he'll get his 9 games for sure.
I think so. I mean, when you're looking at Bluger and Atu Ratu as our 3-4 centers, like, there's a good chance he's playing in that lineup this year.
Oh, totally agreed. I mean, like, he's definitely, I mean, he's only 18 years old. He's a little undersized at 5'11", but, like, you know, he's only 18. So, like, you know, give him a look this year, see how he does, and then, yeah, maybe by next year he breaks into the lineup. And, yeah, I mean, to your point, man, that's definitely where we're currently lacking is down the middle there. Like, I mean, you know, with the hopes that Pettersson turns it around this year, which, you know, again, guys in training camp, he's looking bigger, he's looking stronger, he's feeling confident. You know, he got married recently, so maybe he drained his balls. You know, so either way, he looks like he's ready to play some hockey. But aside from him, like, who do you got?
I gotta go on a little bit of a tangent there. Do you see the interview with him, like his first interview back at training camp or whatever, and they were asking him about his summer off? And he's like, yeah, it was good. And he's like, they're like poking him like, well, what, you know, like, you do anything exciting? And
he's like, oh, no, not really. It's like, didn't you get married? Oh, yeah.
Happiest day of my life.
Happiest day of my life. It's like, oh, but just sort of forgot about that detail there, eh? Well, here, how about this? Let's have a shot here to Petey and getting married and yeah.
Yeah. No, good
I
for
miss
him.
that.
Man. Good for him, man. It's I hope he has a good season this year. All signs are pointing to yes. It doesn't make sense that what we saw last year is what he's going to be for the rest of his career, given what he's done to date. You know?
He was like he clearly got injured in, you know, the playoffs the previous year. He didn't have a long enough off season to train. I don't think he came into training camp last season really all that ready, and then just kind of struggled throughout the season. But closer to the end there, he started to pick up.
Yep.
Right? Like, he started to heat up near the end. So, yeah, I mean, fuck, I picked him up in the old fantasy league, so let's see how he does. I think he's going to have a bit of a bounce back season for sure. Yep. Like, without all of the noise from last year, like, yeah.
And then I'm shocked to see Brock Besser still in a Canucks jersey. I'm happy about it. I like Brock Besser a lot, but still surprised.
I mean, it was, you know what I think it was? Is like, I can't really blame his agent for wanting to test the open market. I think his timing was shit. Like, had his contract been coming up at the end of last season, like, sorry, not last season, but the season before, his value was high. But, you know, the Canucks as a whole having a bit of a down year last year, you know, his value wasn't there. He thought he was going to be getting well over $7 million a year, you know, in and around the 8 range. I think he shopped, didn't find anything. He decided, you know what, I've got a good thing here. Let's stick it out. It's just, again, the media made it sound like he was on his way out. The team had made up their mind that he was no longer a Canuck, and it just was shitty. Like,
well, and I think the team had kind of decided, like you said, it decided he wasn't going to be a Canuck. And I think when they also got to free agency, I think they kind of realized all the possible guys to replace him re-signed with their teams as well. Like, there wasn't anybody better on the right side that I can think of that was available.
Well, like Ehlers a right wing, is he not?
He might be, yeah. But was he available for the Canucks? Like,
he was, yeah. Like, Carolina hadn't signed him at the time yet, but I think what he was asking for was a little more maybe that we were willing to pay. Yeah, because what did he sign with Carolina for?
And I mean, just looking at him. He's not any better.
No, and that's the thing. Yeah,
Brock's
like, somebody signed a.
Brock's hit 40.
Yeah, so he.
Ehlers
sorry, I just want to I just wanted to look it up. So he signed 6 years, 51 million. So that's 8.5 a year, which we ended up getting Besser for, what was it, 6 years at 7 mil? That's a pretty good. Yeah, that's a good hometown discount. And you know what? I think he's got chemistry, like with, yeah, you know, like obviously, the more intact you keep a team, the more chemistry that builds in the locker room, right? Like it's any sport, right? It's a team sport at the end of the day. So like if you're constantly like rotating your roster, like you're never going to build that chemistry. And you know, Besser does have that chemistry with Petey. He does have that chemistry with Hughes. Like, so it makes sense to try and keep that intact as much as you can. And yeah, no, it was. I think at the end of the day, it was a good move for the Canucks to re-sign him. Like, I'm not mad at that. With the salary cap going up, it's gonna, if he plays well, it's gonna look like a bargain.
Yeah, it will. The Kane deal's interesting too. Picking him up. I think he'll be good for Vancouver. I'm not sold that I don't know about his off the ice stuff, but I think he's gonna. Maybe it's a hot take, but I think he's gonna be a fan favorite before long.
You know what? I'm not going to disagree with you. Like, yeah, sure, he had his history there in Winnipeg there where whatever, him and Buff didn't get along and there's that drama outing there. But then you look at Edmonton, people had nothing but positive things to say about him. Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's like, yeah, like I think if he's in a good situation, like why wouldn't he thrive here as a Canuck? Like I think he's gonna do well. He loves to shoot, he loves to hit, he's a physical presence. I feel like he's what we wanted Joshua to become.
Yes.
If you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I see him as, is just he's essentially an upgrade on Dakota. Like we lost Dakota Joshua, we traded him out or whatever, and Kane's basically an upgrade. You know, he's a little bit older, he's not hitting his prime like Joshua was, but I mean,
but I think he's got more skill nonetheless.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Just in terms of talent, like he's a more talented player.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the floor for Kane is much higher. The risk is, again, injuries. But
yeah, we'll 100%. Yeah. No, I think hopefully he had a good off season. Hopefully he doesn't get beat up at a club anymore. Did you see that fake headline?
Yeah. There's so much crap. I really stopped paying attention. I just basically shut off Canucks news for like 2 months there
that was one that kind of. That was just one that crossed my feed there, and I was just like, wait, what? So I like dug into it, and like immediately it was like, no, like fake news. Somebody like heard something and then ran with the story and like didn't actually fact check to see that it was true in any way, shape, or form.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I think he's gonna be a good Canuck. Fuck, what concert was it? Was it like Bryan Adams or some shit recently? Like he came out on stage in a Canucks jersey, so. You know, he's playing it up. He's a hometown boy. Like, you gotta love him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, he's also one of those players that like you hate to play against, so you love to have him on your team, right?
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's why I think it's not going to take long, and he's going to become a fan favorite. I do think so. I think as much as like there's some off ice antics and stuff, but. There weren't any in Edmonton, at least that I heard about, that was reported or anything. It was mainly Winnipeg and then San Jose, I think, right? Because I think he went there after Winnipeg.
Yes. Yeah, well, that's when. Yeah,
and he got his back gambling issues and whatnot. Yeah.
Fuck, everyone deserves a second chance. So, I guess that's tonight's hot take from Shots from the Point here, where hot takes and cold vodka collide. Cheers, Rhodes.
Cheers.
Moving on, though, how you feeling about Demko this year?
I feel great. I'm honestly, I think we've got one of, if they're not, I think they're in the top three. If not, at worst, they're like one of the top 5 goalie tandems in the league.
Agreed. It was funny. There was I don't know. Again, speaking of those random fucking hockey news outlets, there was like one that put out a ranking and they landed at 10th, and I was like, man, really? Like, it felt like a bit of a slap in the face there. Like, they fell behind like fucking Kemper and like Riddick there. I was like, come on, like Lankinen, he was lights out last year for us. Like, I think the workload ended up getting to him. Yeah. Like he ended up playing more games than he's ever had to. So he started to struggle a little late in the season, but for the most part, he's the only one that kept us alive. You know, like when the offense was completely slumping, like Lankinen was a beast out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, having a healthy Demko back, like he's a Vezina caliber goalie. Like,
yeah,
yeah, like as long as he can stay healthy and we manage his workload.
You know, I still think Winnipeg. Obviously, Hellebuck is a hell of a goalie, right? He's easily been the best goalie in the league, I think, for the last couple of years. But that doesn't mean the tandem down between the two is like, who is their backup? You know, he plays 60+ games every year, right? So
yeah. No, Comrie's like, he's a fine enough goalie, but also Winnipeg's got a pretty excellent defense, like in front of their goalie too, right?
Yeah.
So kind of, you know, moving into the defense then, like, who do you think kind of ends up rounding out our bottom pairings there?
It's a tough one. I mean, I think like, the top four is pretty set in stone, right? I mean, I think there's no it's Hughes, Hronik, Pettersson, and Myers. I think it's the third line, and I think DPD. I think
DPD.
Yeah, I think he's locked himself into the left side.
Honestly, I think his size alone, you know, just kind of fills that presence. Like, I know Tyler Myers is another big boy. Hronik's not small either, but I think that's what Canucks need is, like, you know, when you got a skilled defenseman like Hughes kind of quarterbacking your power play and stuff like that, the rest of the guys you want is, you know, you want some shutdown guys.
Yeah. But I mean, Marcus Pettersson's really good too, and it's going to be his first full season with the Canucks, right?
Oh yeah, no, I think him and Myers should be a pretty good pairing. Like, I'm excited to see that. But in terms of that third pairing, like, I mean, I think Derek Forbert is going to, like, start the season, you know, in the lineup. Like, I don't see, you know, I mean, in terms of experience, like, none of our other defensemen really have any. Like, Mancini, I like him, but I think he plays left as well.
No, he's a right team.
Is he a right? Okay, so yeah,
he's
the one that could maybe.
Yeah, he's been showing he's been playing really well in this training camp. So there's a chance it could be him. It could be him and Forbert kind of sharing the load, right? On that, you know, between the press box, that number 7 spot. I can see that.
I think you're right.
I'm not sure.
Feeling definitely.
I'm not sure what we'll see with, you know, Willander this year. Maybe. Yeah,
apparently he wasn't. I don't know. I've read a few things here. Like, he hasn't really been outstanding during the training camp. Like, he's, you know, yeah. So we'll see if he makes the cut. Or I'm sure he'll get up to play with the big team a few times. But
yeah, there's going to be injuries, right? And he's an easy call up. But
yeah, 100%. Who you thinking? What do you think for the forward combos here? Like, there's a few ways I could see the Canucks stacking their lineup here, but I want to hear your take on it.
I mean, we'll see, right? They always end up juggling the lines. It's never really set in stone, but I do think
just opening night prediction, let's say.
Yeah, opening face-off. You know, I think you're going to see Pettersson with DeBrusk and Besser. I think that's going to be your top line. Maybe Kane and DeBrusk are interchangeable, but you know, DeBrusk has played last year with Petey, so I think that's likely what you'll see. And then, yeah, I don't know, the second line is probably Hedl, Kane, and I'm guessing Garland.
I would think slot in Garland.
You know, and then it starts to get, it's kind of like a pick 'em after that, you know, whether it's Bluger or Neil Zaman playing that third line center. It would be Höglander if he's healthy, when he's healthy. And then I don't really know, like, it could be, I see Lekkerimäki listed on these lines, but I don't know if he's going to actually play or not. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't think he's quite there yet. I think Linus Carlson's kind of proven himself
Yeah,
to be worthy of a full-time spot. So like personally I think the top three, I think I agree. They're probably gonna start with a DeBrusk, Pettersson, Besser. My only worry with that is like between those three, nobody's particularly fast. So that's where, yeah, either I could see a Kane swapping in with DeBrusk, or even Garland's a shit disturber, and I love him. I wouldn't even mind seeing him try and pop in with DeBrusk and Petey,
I don't want to see him
and
up
try
there.
and you don't think so? I don't know. I think
No.
he's earned his stripes, man. He's been a bit of a vet for us like the last couple years. He's a workhorse. Like I don't think he's a full-time first liner by any means. Like I think that's Brock Besser's position. Like I'm not taking it away from him, but yeah, I don't know. I could see that because I also could see like possibly Kane and Besser being a good pairing as well. Like I don't know. Like you said, it's too early to tell, but in terms of the bottom six, like obviously once Hoaglander's back from injury, hopefully it's nothing serious. You know, he's probably going to round out. He's I think he's a third round guy playing with Sherwood and Ratu personally, and then you know Bluger, O'Connor, and Carlson or something filling out that bottom line there.
Yeah, I mean, you could see someone like Max Sasson out there too, right? Or
It's true. He
you know,
did lead the team, help lead the team to the Calder there
yeah.
for the farm team. So yeah,
It's a kind of, to me, it's kind of a pick 'em in that bottom six. There's a lot of different players that can that can play those roles. I think, which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing either. It's, and you do have a couple guys like Hoglander, like Sherwood, that can kind of, they can fill into that top six as needed. But
yep.
I mean, if someone like Besser goes down, or DeBrusk or Patterson, there's no one to really replace that. Not in this lineup.
No, no, for sure. I mean, I think that's where Adam Foote is going to be a good coach for the Canucks, where we have arguably a weaker offensive group than most playoff teams. Is yeah, that we're just going to be strong on the back end. But that being said, scoring goals wins you games, so we need to fucking figure out how to put the puck in the back of the net. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think Pedersen getting back to form is going to be a big part of that too, right? And I'm less worried about the speed when they're that skilled.
That's true. I mean, you look at the Sedins. The Sedins were never that fast, but God, their cycle game was unreal to watch.
Yeah, and when you you just think about it, because DeBrusk, he's your net front guy, right? Like that's where he's going. He's gonna go there every time. He's gonna get into that fight every time. Pedersen is the playmaker, and then you got Besser, who's got he's got the shots from the point. He can do deflections as well, and he's not afraid to go to those dirty areas either. In with DeBrusk, so I can see this. I could see that line scoring some goals, like really scoring some goals. And then when you got somebody like
we
Hughes and Hronik, yeah, well, I think they will, and we've got some D-men that can really move the puck up too. So I'm less concerned about their speed, depending on the way the system that Foote puts in,
Yeah. Oh,
Whereas Hedel and Kane, Hedel's got wheels.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like, I mean, and Garland's fast too, so that second line is quick. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could see Kane and Garland becoming like a bit of a, just
Kind of like
dynamic duo
Garland
there.
and Joshua, right?
Joshua did, yeah, but again, like as we were saying, I feel like Kane's a bit of an upgrade on that. So
Yeah.
if those two gain chemistry and they can sort of protect Hedel and his, fragile glass structure, we might actually have a bona fide second line there, because that's the biggest concern is like who's gonna be that second line center. But like, I mean, apparently Hedel, last game here against the Flames put up their C squad, let's call it.
Yeah.
And we had a number of starters, but apparently Hedel looked really good out there. So that's promising to see, at least. Like, I know it's preseason and don't mean jack shit, but yeah, it's still nice to see him looking good out there.
I think even last year he surprised me. Right? I think he looked pretty darn good last season until, his brain got rattled. Which is a legitimate
fucking
concern.
Dickinson.
Yeah. But,
I'm sorry.
it's a legit concern with him. That's the problem I have is just, I don't know. Some guys get over it, right? I mean, Sidney Crosby's a perfect example, but Sidney Crosby's Sidney fucking Crosby.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, yeah, you can't compare that at all, but it's like, he does have that sort of style of play where he's like, because he's a taller guy, but he does hold his head down. He plays like Lindros, where he just, not as big-bodied as Lindros by any stretch, but, he puts himself in those dangerous positions, and yeah, he's just got to be a bit smarter, that might slow him down a bit, but, yeah, no, if he has a healthy season, he could be a difference maker for the team for sure.
Yeah, he was.
But,
I did see an interview with him this year, like during this training camp, where he was talking about that too. That he needs to play in a way to protect himself better, which is like, yeah, you do. Like, not even just for the Canucks, but for your own goddamn health, man. Like, the amount of concussions that guy's had, it's not good.
He hasn't. I think he's only had one complete season. He's been in the NHL for what, like at least 7 now?
Yeah, I don't know. But it was, from what I understand, his concussions predate his NHL career.
Oh, yeah. See, that's... Yeah.
So, I don't think all of his injuries have been concussions, but I think he's had, 4 or 5.
Oh, no, for sure. Like I said, he's only had, 2 complete-ish seasons with the Rangers in 21, 22, and 22, 23. I guess 18, 19, he had a full season there too. But yeah, in between 2 shortened seasons, 2023, he only played 10 games. That was it.
Yeah. And
then, 24, 25, he managed to, lace up for 55 games, but still, yeah, that was a shitty fucking, I was at that game too. That was a shitty concussion. Dickens, Chicago's down 5-2 and just comes from behind and fucking cross-checks a dude in the back of the neck. The fact that wasn't even a suspension sort of blows my mind to this day, but yeah. No, here's hoping that he's
healthy.
Figured out, like you said, yeah, that he's healthy and that he's figured out a way to play a little bit smarter to protect himself.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'll drink to that.
Yeah, ditto. I still think that the Canucks are going to be searching for a second-line center during the regular season here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, they will be. They'll be looking to save that cap space as much as they can, but we'll see, right? It takes 2 to tango, and from everything I've been hearing, I know shit all about anything, but it sounds like there's no dance partners this off season, right? There's been no trades, no anything practically all season. Shit, you've still got Luke Hughes unsigned as an RFA in Jersey, which is crazy. It's crazy.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't know if players are just holding out because they know that salary cap's going to go up and they're trying to squeeze any buck they can. Because what is it, over the next 2 seasons? It's going to go up by I don't know. I can't remember the dollar value, but it's a good $10 million a year. So maybe players are thinking well, you should, trying to squeeze teams saying hey, since the cap's going up, I want a better payday than if, with the current cap limit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and then it's, do you go for that? And then there's the fact with the new CBA, this is the last year. I think this year is the last year where you'll be able to sign those longer contracts for more money, right?
Well, it's because right now it's 7 years, I think, is what they're going to be capping at now. And then if you're trading to a new team, or no, sorry, maybe it's 8 years, and if you're going to be going to a new team, it's capped at 7, or it's 7 and 6. But honestly, I kind of don't mind that. Sometimes if you get stuck with a bad contract, that could just sewer a team for quite a long time.
Yep. Yeah, wouldn't know anything about that in Vancouver.
Fuck, what are you talking about? Luongo.
No, not Luongo. Fuck it. That was still. I mean, I'm not even gonna go there. That was some bullshit by the fucking NHL, man, to penalize like the Canucks for that. Literally every other fucking team was doing that shit. And then when Vancouver does it, oh, now it's an issue. Oh, and you're gonna have to pay a penalty on it. But only you. None of these other teams that signed fucking 10, 15-year contracts, we're not gonna penalize them. Just you, Vancouver.
Yeah, no, I know. That was
bullshit.
Yeah. You know who I'd like? I know it's a complete long shot, but like, it'd be so like I feel like Kuznetsov would be just like a complete dark horse. I don't think he's interested in signing Vancouver. It sounds like it's between like the Panthers or the Maple Leafs. I mean, Panthers are probably a front runner with fucking Barkov going down for the year, but like I don't know. Like I feel like that would have been just for like a $1.5 million or $2 million a year with some crazy, like, if we make the playoff bonuses attached to it, like Taves' contract with Winnipeg is, like, why not? Like, I feel like the Canucks should have tried to shoot for that a little harder.
I think the Canucks are looking at something like Sidney Crosby. I think there's enough Pittsburgh management. Think? Yeah, man. Patrick Alvin, Jim Rutherford. Oh, man.
Two hot takes in one episode. I don't know, Rhodes.
Man. I think they'd be stupid not to try. Like, you want to talk? You want to shore up that second line center position, for
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah. I mean, dare to dream.
Yeah, I mean, it could. God, I hope it's not Florida. Could you imagine?
Dude, I wouldn't even be. I would be surprised.
No, not with, like you said, with Barkov off the table, right? He could go there. Fucking Sidney Crosby and Brad Marchand in the same fucking team.
Too funny. I mean, that guy just doesn't age, though. I mean, 38 years old, last season putting up 91 points. Like,
yeah,
unreal. Honestly, unreal.
Yeah, he's a freak of a human.
Yeah.
But, there are ties. There's a lot of Pittsburgh ties in Vancouver. So
there are. It's true.
I don't think it's outside the realm of possibilities.
Daring to dream, but
yeah.
I don't know. All in all, I think like the Canucks are, I'm feeling relatively hopeful. I think with all the noise behind them, this, from this last season, hopefully they can just like really focus and just, get back to the basics, just play good hockey. And yeah, hopefully the pieces will just sort of fall together.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't think they're gonna displace Edmonton, but
no, I don't even think Vegas, to be honest. I mean, Landon Marner there in the off season,
he's gonna do so well for them. I do think Marner's gonna have just a hell of a season this year.
Dude, did you even see that fucking pass to Eichel there in the preseason?
No.
Just this like saucer pass over two sticks, perfectly on the tape. Eichel just looked at him and was like, "Man, what the fuck?" Like he's an elite playmaker. Like he's
one of the best.
Yeah, no,
like he really is.
No.
And yeah, Vegas. He's not gonna miss a beat in Vegas. I think he's gonna have a hell of a season. There's not gonna be all the noise. There's not gonna be people fucking trying to steal his car and shit. Just the stupid Toronto bullshit.
Yeah, no, being in a Canadian market is actually kind of shit when you think about it. Like, just so much. I mean, it's like, yeah, some guys say, oh, they love the pressure, they love the passion, but man, at times it's got to get old for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly hate that whole conversation because I'm like, man, you play fucking hockey. Like, I understand it's big here, but we're still a small market. When you see, like, look at fucking Ronaldo and fucking, like, the guys that play soccer and shit, and the shit they have to deal with and that they go through. Like, hockey's nothing.
No, that's fair. But yeah, like, just kind of, getting back to the rankings here. Like, yeah, I don't think they're displacing Edmonton. They're not displacing Vegas. I feel like we should be able to be better than Calgary and Los Angeles. Like, I mean, we're 6 points back on Calgary last year. 15 back on LA, but like, yeah, I think we should be more in the mix there this season for sure.
I think it all depends how they start. I think they gotta come out of the gate hot and they win some games. I think the first 20 games, the first sort of quarter of the season, is gonna really dictate what direction they're heading, and what kind of team they are. And yeah, I mean, if they can do more things like we saw the other night there, where they came back, let a couple in early and came back, but again, not exactly an NHL caliber team they were playing, but they weren't exactly feeling their best team either. So
no, but I mean, like, you have to have that mentality, like, every game going forward, that don't give up. Like, I mean, I feel like it's been such an emotional roller coaster as a Canucks fan here the last 3 years. I mean, last decade, let's call it. But, well, no, that was mostly darkness. But over, like, the last couple of seasons, like, from being so good to just being so mediocre, like, I think my expectations this year are just, like, I just want to see them play hard. Like, I don't want it to be where, they're up 3-1 and I'm nervous as shit. But I also don't want to feel like, oh, they're down 2-1, game's over, right? Like, yeah. I just want them to fight. Like, as long as they fight to try and even make the playoffs this year, that's all I can expect from them. And I mean, really, I think that's what they really need to strive to do in order to keep Hughes. Because, yeah, otherwise, like, I couldn't blame the guy for wanting to try and chase the cup somewhere else. Like, in all reality. I think they'll fight tooth and nail before that happens, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that worried about Hughes, to be perfectly honest with you. I think he's going to get the open checkbook when it comes to his time. He'll have, I don't know. I'm not so worried about what Hughes is going to do, to be perfectly honest with you. And if it is going that way, then you're going to move him. And you're going to get a fucking ransom for him. Are you going to win the trade? Not outright, not right away, but you're going to get a ransom for arguably the best defenseman in, a generational talent.
Oh, no, for sure. You're looking at a couple of firsts. And,
unless you mishandle it like Toronto with Marner. Just trade his rights.
That's true, yeah.
For a pick or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I don't see them doing that. I think I'm not too worried about it, to be perfectly honest with you. At least until, we'll see what happens next year. After July 1st, we'll see where it goes. But for now, just enjoy it.
Well, exactly. No, you're right. I shouldn't be going doom and gloom here. Like, I was kind of mentioned before how he's talking about blocking out the noise. Yeah, absolutely. Just enjoy him with us for now, and yeah, what happens. It's far from in our control.
Yeah, and he's at least 2 more years, man. At least 2 more years. So like, pump the brakes on that a little.
Sorry, I've been fucking on the internet too much, I guess.
All right, man. Well, I guess we should wrap it up here.
Yeah, sounds good, man. It's same time next week. Let's have some shots and talk shit.
Yeah.
From the point.
Take some shots from the point next Friday.
There you go.
All right. Cheers.
All right, buddy. Cheers.